The world of cloud computing is right at this massive turning point. And the thing pushing it over the edge is artificial intelligence. We're talking about a trillion-dollar industry that's about to see a huge shift. And we're going to break down exactly what's happening and, more importantly, what's coming next. So this whole story kicks off with a number that's almost hard to wrap your head around. $1.1 trillion. And listen, that isn't some far-off prediction. That's the collective value of the top 100 private cloud companies right now. It's a truly historic milestone, really cementing the cloud as this absolute giant in the global economy. But what's really driving all that value? Where's the power coming from? When you break it down, a massive 42% of that comes directly from companies whose core product is AI. Just think about that for a second. Nearly $500 billion is being powered by just one technology. This tells you everything you need to know. AI isn't just a trend anymore. It's become the very engine of the modern cloud. Which, of course, brings us to a really crucial question. We're seeing the peak of one era, but, every peak gives you a view of the next horizon, right? So is the very model that brought us all the success about to be challenged by something new? Okay, to really get what's going on at this turning point, we have to look at the data. And the definitive source here is the 10th annual Forbes Cloud 100 list. And this year, in 2025, it has revealed something pretty remarkable. And what they found is, wow. For the very first time, the combined value of these companies has officially crossed the trillion-dollar line. This isn't just a win for a few big names on a list. This is a landmark moment for the entire industry. It solidifies its place as a truly dominant force in technology. So let's call the current era Cloud 2.0. This is the cloud we all know today, and it's dominated by these centralized champions who have just masterfully used the power of AI to build their empires. So who are these champions exactly? Well, you've got companies like Abnormal AI, which uses AI for cybersecurity and has just skyrocketed into the top 20. Then there's Vast Data, which is positioning itself as the AI operating system. And of course, you still see established giants like Celonis and Automation Anywhere, all of them powered by, you guessed it, AI. So what this all really points to is a fundamental shift in thinking. For the leaders of Cloud 2.0, AI isn't a cool selling point or some add-on feature anymore. It is the core competitive architecture. If you want to compete today, you have to be built on AI. Simple as that. But here's the twist. Just as this centralized AI-powered model seems completely unbeatable, a totally different vision is starting to emerge from the fringes, one that challenges the very foundation of Cloud 2.0. And this new vision, it's being called Cloud 3.0. The big idea here is to move away from these single, powerful gatekeepers. Instead, it's built on distributed networks. It uses technologies like blockchain to create trust without needing a central authority. It offers transparent AI, and it uses open computing power from all over the world. And hey, this isn't just some theory. Proponents like OG Labs are out there actively building this future, and they're not being quiet about it. Their message is a direct challenge to the status quo. They're basically saying, we see the success of today's leaders, but we're betting everything on decentralization. And this really gets to the heart of it all. You've got two completely different philosophies. On one side, there's Cloud 2.0. It's all about centralized control, proprietary software, and AI models that are often a total black box. Then, on the other side, you've got Cloud 3.0, which proposes the exact opposite: decentralized networks, open source code, and transparent models. It's a fundamentally different way of thinking about how the cloud should even be built. So why does any of this matter? Why would we want to upend a trillion-dollar model that seems to be working so well? Well, the people advocating for Cloud 3.0 point to some pretty compelling benefits. Okay, first up, transparency and trust. No more black box AI with hidden biases you can't see. Then there's cost and speed, which are absolute game changers for AI development. And this one's huge. It promises data sovereignty, which means you get to be back in control of your own data. And finally, by decentralizing everything, you get rid of those single points of failure that make centralized systems so vulnerable. And we're not just talking about small improvements here. These benefits are dramatic. Some reports are showing that training AI models on a decentralized network could be up to 95% cheaper and 10 times faster than on the traditional centralized systems. Numbers like that, they're just too big to ignore. And look, this isn't just wishful thinking from a few startups. This whole movement is being backed by serious academic research. Things like cryptographically secure computation and peer-to-peer AI hubs, these are providing the actual technical blueprints for how this new decentralized cloud can really be built. So this all brings us to what you could call the Great Cloud Divide. We're basically standing at a crossroads, and we're faced with a fundamental choice about what we really want the future of AI and the internet to look like. We're looking at a fundamental choice here. Do we keep building these centralized proprietary empires that define Cloud 2.0, or do we move toward a more open, more transparent, and more democratized infrastructure, the vision of Cloud 3.0? And that really leaves us with the ultimate question. Today's trillion-dollar valuation, it was built by centralized empires. But as we look to the future, will the next $1 trillion be made the same way? Or will the next generation of cloud giants rise from a completely different foundation altogether? Distributed networks built not on control, but on trust.